There are a ton of references in the first season of Stranger Things. Some are pretty apparent and some are pretty deeply hidden in the narrative. Before we get into those, be sure to subscribe to Universe. We'll be breaking down every episode of Stranger Things Season 2 as soon as they drop. Now here's our top 6 favorite references from Stranger Things Season 1. The slimy, pulsating alien construction of the gateways to the Upside Down are an homage to the creepy organics inside the facehugger eggs in Aliens. The Demogorgon's mouth opening is visually so similar to these eggs it can't be an accident. And just like the facehuggers, the Demogorgon and the Upside Down seem to use live hosts to incubate eggs. Or so it seems when Eleven finds Barb. Also, Agent Shepard's environmental suit with an arbitrary light for his face looks just like the suits from the original Alien.
E.T., can you say that? Can you say E.T.? E.T.
E.T.
There are quite a few E.T. references in Stranger Things. Kids on bikes running from white vans. The scene when those bikes fly over the vans has been juxtaposed with one of the vans flying over the kids. Even Eleven's makeover mirrors E.T.'s. Quick piece of trivia about the wig that Eleven was wearing. Apparently it was Mike's grandmother's, who lost the battle with cancer sometime before the events of the show.
You gotta be f***ing kidding.
Stranger Things directors Matt and Ross Duffer loved the 1980s horror film The Thing, but apparently John Carpenter's use of over-the-top gore wasn't part of the story they wanted to tell, so instead they just put a few references throughout the season, like movie posters in Mike's basement and the boys' science teacher, Scott Clark, watching it with his date Jen.
You know what that is?
What?
Melted plastic and microwave bubblegum.
No way. Really?
Really?
Elle's trips to a place that can only be accessed while in a dreamlike state and being hunted by a creature from that place is a pretty close facsimile to the storyline of Nightmare on Elm Street. The Demogorgon pushing through walls like they're made of rubber is a direct homage to Wes Craven's 1984 film. Freddy Krueger pushing through Nancy's wall above her bed is a terrifying effect that distinctly shows that the creature doesn't obey normal laws of physics. The rubber effect actually comes from David Cronenberg's film Videodrome a year before, but that was through a weird fleshy TV screen, not a wall. Eleven's telekinetic powers and ability to start fires is taken directly from the 1984 film Firestarter. Charlie McGee from that film is forced to submit to testing, and is chased by agents being led by a gray-haired scientist who lacks a conscience. Elle's nosebleeds come from that film as well. Charlie's father Andy gets these pinprick hemorrhages when he uses his powers. The events of Stranger Things take place in 1983, the year before Return of the Jedi released in the US, and the Star Wars fever must have been strong among the boys of Hawkins. Mike owns a Yoda action figure and calls what Elle can do Jedi powers. Lucas refers to Elle as Lando when he believes she is a traitor to the group, calling back to Lando Calrissian betraying Han Solo to Darth Vader in Empire Strikes Back.
Don't answer. She said it was an emergency.
What if it's a trick?
It's your sister.
What if the bad people kidnapped her? What if they're forcing her to say this?
I need you to answer.
Like Lando Calrissian. Don't answer.
There are so many other references that were kind of too small to warrant an actual mention, but I'll list them here. A crazy-ish Joyce Byers wielding an axe like Jack Torrance from The Shining, the Silent Hill-like Ash in The Upside Down, the mention of X-Men 134, the story of Jean Grey struggling to control her Dark Phoenix powers, a group of 4 boys going on an adventure like Goonies or Stand By Me, or even the show's typeface, Ben Hewitt, which looks like Stephen King novel covers. We're gonna rip apart every episode of Stranger Things Season 2 right here on Universe, so be sure to subscribe. I'm Buddy Hutton on Twitter. Thank you so much for watching. I love you.
Brought to you by The Evil Within 2. The Evil Within 2, available October 13th.